What's up YouTube? My name is Birdman778 and welcome to another Tribes of Midgard video. Today I'm going to be showing my guide for the fastest way to kill Fenrir and kind of some tips and tricks along the way. Now before I get into the video, I want to let you know, I'm more likely streaming over on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/Birdman778. Catch me every single day starting at noon Eastern Standard Time. Follow me over on Twitter for updates on the stream and just subpar memes like that. And as well, follow me here on YouTube, youtube.com/Birdman778. Give a thumbs up, sub on the video, and let's get right to it. Now, the Season 1 Saga boss, Fenrir, is actually a pretty challenging boss all around, with a multiple different attacks that are large AoEs. Can't stand like just right underneath the boss the entire time. Bunch of different stuff like that that actually make it kind of a challenge. But before we get into the fight itself, how do we get to that point? First and foremost, you want to kind of set this up exactly like you would if you were wanting to get to at least like day 15. You want to make sure you're getting your gates up. You want to make sure you're getting your archer towers up and the quarry, farm, and lumberyard. You want to get all those kind of up by around, I would say, like round 5 to 6, just so that you have kind of an edge up for any health things that might come in while you're in the fight, or just in general, making sure that if a Jotun were to come by, you are going to be better off. As long as your village is safe, you can have that fight and not have to really worry about it. And one of the first things you really need to do as well is find the bridge. Find the bridge to Fenrir. It's going to be on one random spot along the map. A lot of times you can just search around, look for it, or you can go to one of the shops that's located in each one of the biomes and find a lair map. If you find that lair map, it will let you know exactly where the bridge is, and you can head over there. Once you get to the bridge, you have to fill it up with souls, cut stone, and cut iron, as well as ancient cores. Now, you're going to get a lot of those ancient cores from killing yellow bar enemies or Jotuns as well. So go do like a tier 3 camp, kill a witch or a troll or something like that, so you're able to get those ancient cores. And honestly, just farm up mats from, again, the quarry and the lumberyard and stuff like that, so that you're able to get the appropriate mats to build the bridge. You also need 2,500 souls, so that's going to be kind of a challenge. But again, just doing basic stuff around the world should get you to that point. Once you get onto the specific island, it's going to be just an ice-based island. You have to find the actual lair portal itself. And that you have to put in different fragments from killing Jotun, doing hideouts, doing a quest, and doing world events. Now, you can do the world events from this, like getting the chicken, freeing the prisoner, talking to the deer. You get the quest one from the bounty board that's inside of your village. I usually just do one easy one, because essentially that will usually give you exactly what you need. Or you can just do one of the medium ones and to get an absolute assurance that you're going to get that. For the hideout, that one's going to probably be the most difficult, purely off the fact the hideout is actually quite a challenge. You're going to have the 3 different levels of enemies you have to go through, and the bottom level is going to be 2 usually yellow bar enemies with a bunch of different adds around them. For this video, I had to fight 2 trolls in mine, and it wasn't too bad with the specific weapons I had, but I'll talk about the weapons here in a second. But as soon as you get those fragments, you're good to go. And you also have to kill Jotuns to get those fragments for that as well. Once you get all 4 of those different things filled up into the portal, you are able to go fight Fenrir. Now, for the weapons, what I really suggest, and this is actually a trick I learned from my good homie EpicNNG. Make sure you're following him over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at EpicNNG. He's an absolute annoying piece of crap, but I love him with my heart and soul. And he has a lot of good stuff for this game, so make sure you're checking him out as well. Please, please, please. He suggested to me to use the legendary fire hammer that you're going to be able to find at the blacksmith. You're going to get most of these materials from the desert areas, so make sure you go by that desert shop, have plenty of souls, fill up that way, or just kill different enemies around the map to get what you need for that hammer. But the second ability on that hammer essentially makes this trail of fire behind you that just does overtime dot damage. I like this a lot because essentially you can just run under Fenrir, do damage while also having that as well, add some extra oomph to it. I watched him do this on a stream that we were doing together in under 30 seconds. I was able to do mine in about a minute or so. It wasn't too bad, but that kind of leads on to the next topic, is what runes you should really use for this. Now, the 2 biggest runes in the game that I think are the strongest right now are Nothing to Hide and the Weaver. The Weaver will shoot an extra bolt energy every once in a while that will do extra damage, while the Nothing Can Hide gives you a damage boost for just not having armor on. these also stack with one another, so that if you get like 3 different nothing can hides, you're getting a huge boost to your damage, and it's going to be put on as well for those extra abilities you're using with your hammer. Other weapons you can use that work really well that I've had success with is any of the legendary weapons, Baldur's Blade, the Ice Axe. I don't use anything Ranger like, just because it's kind of a hard fight to do with that. You need to get a lot of fast DPS, and I just don't think that's really helpful for it at this point in time. But at least for these, the Warhammer, the Axe, and the Baldur's Blade, you'll have a lot of success if you follow this guide. Again, I would definitely suggest getting that Nothing Can Hide in the Weaver. Just again, getting extra damage on top of whatever you're already doing is going to really help you out. Going into the fight, I absolutely suggest to be maxed out on small potions, medium potions, and large potions. Maybe even a mana elixir, just so you're able to constantly make sure you're keeping your abilities on your weapon up as fast as possible. Or use one of the immobility soups to help yourself get that extra little damage reduction while you're in the fight. Some of the best classes to use this for, it's going to be the Warden, the Seer, and the Sentinel. The Seer is what I use for it, just because, again, I'm going to get that large healing AoE underneath me whenever I'm fighting, and also I'm going to get the debuffing skill that's in their tree as well. Remember, this is just the Season 1 Saga boss, but Fenrir will be returning in the other seasons as well, so you'll be able to fight Fenrir as well as whatever the Season 2 boss eventually is, so this guide will actually be helpful along the way as well. I might update this just because of the fact that we might be getting more weapons, more classes, and stuff that might be effective, but at least for the moment in time, this is going to be something really nice and efficient for you to get to that point. Now, what day do you really need to get to Fenrir? It really depends. If you find your bridge and you're able to get it leveled up as fast as possible on like day 5 to 7, you're really sitting, amazing. I mean, it's almost a perfect run right then and there. I would say rounds 8 to 10 are going to be more of that like really good, and then rounds 11 to 13 is what you have to make sure you get it in between that time. And past 13, you're essentially going to start having to deal with the Fimbulwinter, where the mobs are constantly going to be coming towards your village, so you don't really want to have to deal with that while you're also doing this fight to kill the Saga boss. Make sure you're watching out for blood moons and Jotuns as well that might be coming to your village. The blood moons is going to be one of the biggest things that's going to slow you down. Just clear out the fact that whenever those big daddy hellings come in, you have to be there to fight them. Your archer towers won't be able to do much against them, nor will your village people. So make sure you have them all leveled up just on the off chance, but make sure you're staying present in your village during those blood moons. Jotuns shouldn't be really too hard to fight though either. The first 2 levels are almost an absolute cakewalk. Once you get to level 3, it might be a little harder. Level 4 definitely going to be more of a challenge. But again, make sure you're staying on them as much as you humanly can, just so that they're not coming to your village while you're in the middle of that fight. Thanks so much for stopping by this video. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Let me know some other weapons and combos that you've been using in your games to defeat Fenrir. By the time I've recorded this video, I've done about 4 runs of him solo by myself, so it's definitely a really fun, efficient fight. Hopefully this week on my stream, we're able to get to that 10 kill and get our small little Fenrir pet for ourselves. And kind of just grind through the game and have some fun. Again, catch me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/birdman778 for some super subpar content and good times and good vibes. Follow me on Twitter at birdman778, and also here on YouTube at birdman778. Thank you so much. Have a great night, day, or wherever it may be.